I'm proud. What Friday is this? 1, 2, 3. That was sweet. I need more energy than that. Again, 8th graders, what Friday is this? 1, 2, 3. All right, we got a dynamic speaker, and Mr. Blackson talk about that. Sit up and track. Right now, sit up. And make sure you're tracking the entire time.
Good morning, 8th grade. Weekend's coming. We have 4 or 5 8th graders who've been admitted to one of the top high schools in the country, known as LASA, which is housed at LBJ High School. If you're not scared, stand up so we can celebrate you. 1, 2, 2, 3. Cacahuate. Anyway, you get the idea. You'll hear about it. So, today's theme is shining stars. Do we have any? Do we only have 5? Can I see 100 shining stars this morning? Where you at? Besides the twins? Okay, I see 100. 101. 102. 103. 4. 10. 11. Good. Good. Yes. 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 So, shining stars is going to be the theme today. We're going to start off with a special medley. I don't know how we got this band booked. But first we're going to celebrate some talent from the other day. We're going to end up with an amazing speaker and go from there. Ms. Pinto?
Thank you very much. How you doing, 8th grade? Yeah, I don't sound like it's Friday. I sound like it's Monday. How you doing? Practice a little bit. So, as you know, on Wednesday we had a talent show. Each grade level participated. Each grade level got a first prize. We had amazing representation from your 8th grade class, so you should smile about that because that's pretty fantastic. And the winning act, actually had 2 people in it. So we'd like to bring up Sochi to the stage. These amazing, talented students performed Hello by Adele with Mr. Jeremiah playing the keys and singing in Spanish. Yes, he's amazing. Okay, here we go. 1 gift card for you, young sir, and another for you, madam. Thank you so very much for participating. Give them a round of applause. Alrighty, you might get lucky enough to hear them in a house meeting coming soon. But in the meantime, on Wednesday night, we put together a little band to show you that your teachers and your admin have some talents that you don't get to see in the classroom every day. We'll be performing Shining Star by Earth, Wind, and Fire. We hope you enjoy.
Fire! wish upon a dream. Life ain't always what it seems, oh yeah. Once you get your life so clear, and the sky so very dear, you're a shining star, no matter who you are, shining bright to see who you can truly be. You're a shining star, no matter who you are, shining bright to see who you can truly be.
So if you find yourself in need, why don't you listen to these words of peace? Be a child free of sin. Listen, be a child free of sin. Oh, be someplace, oh yes I can. Oh, what's the wisdom, yes I can.
You're a shining star, no matter who you are, shining bright to see who you can truly be. You're a shining star, no matter who you are, shining bright to see who you can truly be.
For you to see
What your life can truly be. Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be. Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be. Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be. You're a shining star, no matter who you are, shining bright to see who you can truly be. You're a shining star, no matter who you are, shining bright to see who you can truly be. For you to see what your life can truly be.
Shining star for you to see. Nah, give it up for your faculty band now. Yeah! Shoot. Looks like a planetarium up in here this morning. Our next speaker, Mr. Roland Kemokai, author, speaker, life coach, musician, plays piano, guitar, bass, drums, enjoys time with his wife and his 2 sons, lives right here in Austin, Texas now. But when he was a little bitty newborn baby, he was discarded. What's that mean, Azalea? Thrown away into a trash pile. He struggled through poverty, abuse, and a civil war. That's all before he was your age. Through his perseverance, his strength, he came to the United States to go to college, went on to become a high school science teacher, won awards for a syndicated radio show, and wanted to help other people live a fulfilling life because of what all he went through. He's the owner of the Global Empowerment Institute, where he empowers professionals, does personal development, and somehow during his 18 years of public speaking and launching seminars, still has time to write and compose music. It's a real special message for y'all before y'all leave us and go higher into the atmosphere, shining stars. So one time, just, what is it, 200 something people? Give me 490 hands coming together for Mr. Roland Kemokai.
Good morning. How's everybody doing? Do you believe you're a shining star? Let me see your hands up. Let me see your hands up. Yeah? Only few people put their hands up. Only few of you believe you're a shining star. Let me see your hands up one more time if you really believe it. Yeah? Okay. Those who didn't put their hands up, I hope I can encourage you this morning. By the time I'm done talking or speaking with you, I hope by the time you leave it, you're feeling great about yourself and feeling like you're a star. Yes? This is such a wonderful school. I love the energy here. If I could go back again and sit in 5th grade, this is where I would like to be. Yes, seriously. This is a great energy. Can we applaud the band one more time? They're wonderful. You know, I'm standing back there and thinking, 5th grade, I'm trying to remember it. And I remember it vividly. It was just a few years ago when I could not make it to the 7th grade because I didn't have money to pay for tuition. And then I went and looked for extended relatives who knew my adopted family, which I will tell you briefly about in a minute. And so I met this lady whom I will call Miss E. That's exactly how I identify her in my book, actually. And I said, I want to go to 7th grade and then to 8th grade. And she started laughing at me. I said, can you help me with some money, please? You're wondering what's the money for? Because here in America, you go to school free of charge. How many of you paid tuition to get here this morning? No, you didn't. Yes? Also, how many of you this morning did the principal come to your class and pull you out of class and say you owe some money to pay for tuition? Not even you. Yes? And so, thank God, you don't have to deal with any of such a harsh reality. What I've just asked you is what I went through. Many of the time, we were thrown out of school because we couldn't pay. So when I went to ask for money, she laughed at me. And she said, ha, look at this foolish boy. He came from the dump pile, and now he wants to go to school. Hey, you did 6th grade, just forget about it. And then I thought, at that point, when I heard it, an anger rose up in me. In that moment, I had been hearing people talking about my destiny and what I would be and what I wouldn't be. And I was done with it. So I looked at her and I said, I will go to high school, I will graduate as #1, and then I will go to college. And I will get not 1 degree, but I will get many degrees. And I will live my life. And I said, and I pray to God that you will live long to see it. I tell you what, she has lived long enough to see it and even more. So the point I'm making to you this morning, you're in 5th grade right now. You are at a bridge. Bridges are used for crossing over. And what this means that by the end of this semester, you'll be going on to 9th grade. And then onward. And before you know it, high school will be over. Are you with me? Yeah. If anybody is talking back there, touch your shoulder and say, join the speaker. Yes? Very good. So then, in few short years, stay with me, in few short years, you will be out of this and be moving forward with your life. So something I want to share with you is that right now, at this moment in your life, you are creating your destiny. Today, as I speak with you, one of my best friends from 5th grade, James, he is now the senior protocol officer for the vice president of my country. In 5th grade. In 5th grade, back when we were there, I used to mentor him, give him advice. We were best of friends. We studied together. And sometimes I pick on him and give him a hard time. He is the one that got my books and gave them to the president and the vice president of my country. And they read it. So then where you are, your peers, your friends, your colleagues you're looking at here, you're looking at your future workmates. You're looking at your future best friends. People will help you. So at this point, I want to share with you, how did I get here to be in front of you this morning? When I was a 3-month-old baby, as our brother introduced me earlier, my biological parents threw me away in a community dump pile and ran off. Literally. An older lady walking by heard a human baby crying. And then for a second, as the baby screams continued, she thought it was a cat. So then she put her cane down and climbed on top of the trash heap, a mountain of trash, horrible smells. And there is a box shaking where a baby is crying from. She pries the box open and there is a baby in there covered in fire ants, screaming. And that will be me. So then the entire community came out, scooped me up, ran to the police station. The police launched an all-day investigation looking for my parents. They couldn't find it. So this older lady said, hand me that baby, I will take this baby. So she took me home to a retired husband also. In their home, they had many other children, young adults and adults living with them, big house, typical African family. So even though my adopted mother and adopted father loved me very much, I knew that. But I was subjected to a lot of physical, verbal, emotional abuses, mental abuses. I have a lot of scars on my body and even molested in this home. So then my innocence as a child was pried out of my hand at a very early age. I had to grow up fast, quick, and strong. I didn't have time to fool around and take myself for granted. But one thing I knew, I had a serious problem going on with me. I had a lot of anger issues. I was very angry, dealing with depression, mad all the time. I didn't even like my life. I didn't even want to live anymore. That's how much I hated life and hated myself. And then something happened when I turned 8 years old. My adopted mother left the country. She flew to America and couldn't go back because of war. A civil war broke out at a time in which children your age and my age at the time were all given guns, AK-47, RPG, grenade launchers. And those children, many times, are you with me? Yes, are you with me? Very good. Some things I'm sharing with you are going to be very startling to you. But I hope at the end of it that you can get to a place where you appreciate your life more and you don't settle for less of yourself anymore. So are you really with me? Very good. And so then, a childhood and innocence of many children were taken away. War covered the country. Schools are shut down. Families are broken apart. There was a young lady, a little girl. We all went living through the war. I always think about her because she lost her family just like that. And she had to live in our village. So I always think about, I wonder if she ever had a reunion or something with her family. Throughout that process, my adopted mother is gone. I'm still with my adopted father. When I turned 11 years old, he was murdered. So then I began raising myself in the streets. I used to beg for food, wash people's dirty clothes for food, cut grass for food. How did I manage to live somewhere? There was a little barn owned by a lady called Mrs. White. She let me live in the barn. We called it a zinc shack. And in there, my rent was to cut the grass, clean up her house, wash her dirty clothes and dirty dishes. I had to do that every morning before going to school. And the funny thing about it, I didn't even have an alarm clock, couldn't afford one. Didn't know where to find one. My only obsession was finding food and going to school. Why did I manage to stay in school? These are times where perhaps some of you might even give up. But why didn't I give up? Because you see, I knew two things about school. One, school was the place where I had all my friends. That's where I could play. I could do track and field. I could do high jump, long jump, and compete with my friends. And I really enjoyed trash talking my friends during test time. Yeah, very competitive. I didn't just graduate valedictorian easily. I graduated barely by the skin of my teeth. It was competitive, very intensely competitive. And so throughout this entire struggle, something happened. Before my 16th birthday, after my father's been murdered, I decided, you know what? Maybe those people who call me the dumb pile baby, maybe those people who call me the worthless parasite, the kid who will be nothing, maybe they were right. because I was deeply depressed. So I decided to take my own life away. And on the night of December 31st, 1996, during the heat of the war, that was the night that my life was also changed. So when I hit rock bottom, also then I began to dig in and find something else. A voice came back to me. Way back in the 5th grade class, one day, the principal of the school, who happened to also be a Catholic priest at the time, he said, today, with all the students lined up and listening to him, he was making an announcement, as he usually would. He said, today I want to honor a great man. There is a great guy amongst you, and I want to honor him today. He will be great. He's going to be wonderful. He has a destiny. He says all these great things, and at that moment, I am thinking, he's talking about Mr. Maxwell. Maxwell was the assistant principal of the school, tall, lanky guy, funny, always carrying a smile on his face. During wartime, we all thought something was wrong with him because he was always smiling. But then in the silence, Father Brown calls my name, Roland Kemokai. So I looked up and I'm thinking, oh, here we go. This is a funny joke somebody's about to play on me. I know he wants to call me up there on that stage and embarrass me. So now I used to be a really fast runner. Very much so I'm thinking, either go up on the stage to him or take off running. While I'm standing there trying to make up my mind whether to take off running, my friend Brown Johnson, who was taller than me, he smacks me in the head. Hey, go up there, fool, he's calling you. So now I get up on the stage, and the priest, Father Brown, put his hand on my head and said, today's day I want to let you know this guy has a destiny. He will be somebody. He's going to be great. I've been watching him. Now here I am, about to enter my 16th birthday, and I remember what he said to me. Then I thought, maybe he was right. Maybe my life is meant to be something. So then I decided from that day on, ladies and gentlemen, that I will give my life in service to humanity. You see, this thing I'm doing here, speaking with you, sharing my story, I'm actually living my dream. It's all I wanted to do since then, and that's what I've been doing across Africa and into America. As far as Anchorage, Alaska, to Charlotte, North Carolina, New York, LA, wherever I'm going to share my story. The point I want to make with you here is after that, I did not give up. And you too cannot afford to give up. I began studying hard, and then I graduated as valedictorian of my school. Number 1. That means if all of us here had a test, my test score was number 1. It was because I was also a really serious nerd, you know. So it would fit all of that struggle. I arrived at something, and I said this to myself, that if I do not allow people to make judgments about my destiny, whatever they say, that's their opinion. But if I do not allow it to become my decision for myself, then I can fulfill my destiny. So I want to share this with you here. Many of you have come from many backgrounds. You all look beautiful and handsome, but I do know also that you come from some struggles. Some of you are here this morning with a lot on your mind, whether it is test, or whether it is chaos from home, or whether family is not working too well, life as a whole. But I'm here to tell you something. Are you listening? That is this: never allow anyone to dictate what your destiny is. Former First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt said this: it is not what people call you, but what you answer to. So no matter what names people call you, no matter what your friends or family members or anyone calls you, you must choose what you will answer to. So I want to have you make a promise with me this morning. Are you ready? I want you to knock your chest for me. Do that and mean it. Say, I am great. I have a destiny. I am somebody. Yes, I am somebody. I will live my destiny no matter what who says. I will not get it my own way. I will live my future. Now what you just did, guys, is a promise you made, and I know you're going to keep your word. Yes? Very good. So in a moment in your life, are you with me? In a moment in your life, when you find yourself expecting less of yourself and feeling like I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, oh, I'm just nobody, you know that's a bunch of lies because you've made a promise to yourself. I am somebody, believe that. Next thing I did to be able to graduate as valedictorian, I worked hard. I worked hard. Are you hearing me? I study hard. The road to your destiny is no matter of sleeping and being lazy and messing with video games. Man, I'm telling you, I didn't even have a video game or a TV. Are you hearing me? So you must study hard. There is something I want to tell you. You have a shoulder top. Are you hearing me? We have laptops. This is your shoulder top. Yeah? The mind that you have, the brain that you have. Right now, mom and dad, uncles, and other parents or family are helping you. This school is helping you. There is coming a time when you have to be out of here. And you have to now choose for yourself. If you should spend this precious time spending your brain on games and toys and complaining and expecting less of yourself, what you're really doing is planting the seeds of today that you will harvest in your future. So whatever future you want, start to plant the seeds for it now. Expect twice as much out of yourself than anybody would. Did you hear me? And work hard. So if you heard me, I want you to make this promise with me. Let's do it again. I expect twice as much out of myself than anybody could. One more time. I expect twice as much out of myself than anybody could. This is what you do. Stay with me. This is what you do. As I wrapped up here, I want to tell you something. When you work hard, no effort in this universe, no effort in this world goes unnoticed and unrewarded. I promise you that. Are you with me? If anybody's talking to you, touch their shoulder, say, stay with the speaker.
Stay with the speaker.
Very good. Yes, are you listening? So therefore, throughout your life, work twice as much, and I promise you, you will create your destiny. Final thought here for you. How many of you are daydreamers in here? Yes, you proud daydreamers out there. Very good. Now stay with me. Are you here? One last thing. Every day of your life, I want to encourage you something from your brother and friend to you. Remember this, Roland told you that. Grab a journal and notepad and just write in it your daydream of the future you want to live. It is limitless. Whatever you want to be, just like the priest who helped me not to take my life, used to come and stand up and say, I see doctors, I see lawyers, I see pilots, I see great civil servants. He would say these great things. I see teachers. And we would say, this man is crazy. What is he seeing? But they happen. So in this place where you are in the 8th grade, don't settle for less. Expect twice as much out of yourself. And then write your dreams of your desired future. I wrote mine down and they all happened. I made it to America where now I can speak with you. I've been blessed with a family, a wife and 2 boys whom I love very much and they love me. And then I play multiple instruments, get to travel and speak to many, many people, encouraging them. So I want to share this with you, that you do not ever give up on yourself. Never let anyone tell you what your destiny will be, and believe that. Believe in yourself. Are you hearing me? Do twice as much than will ever be expected of you. Don't waste your mind. Don't waste your brain on foolish games, toys and computers and all of these technology. They're good, but don't waste your time being addicted to them. Use your mind to read. And through that, you can create your destiny. It's been a joy speaking with you this morning. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Eighth grade, can y'all stand up and give Mr. Kemokai a round of applause? Mr. Kemokai, church and church. If the clap is on, let's give him a wave and clap on 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much, Mr. Kemokai. Lots of motivational words. Thank you.